Welcome back. Now, officials of the Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, in the Ashanti region have warned of an imminent danger following the influx of plastic waste in major rivers and drains in the region. Officials are concerned about how drains and rivers are choked with plastic waste, which ends up in the oceans, causing destruction to aquatic lives. ChannelOne News' Bureau Chief for the Middle Belt, Hafiz Tijani, has more on the story.
Waste disposal remains a challenge within the Kumasi metropolis and parts of the Ashanti region. Used bottles and other forms of plastic waste generated domestically and from commercial sources end up in major drains and rivers, a development that compounds the sanitation situation in the region. The Environmental Protection Agency has identified major rivers where these plastic waste end up and is concerned about the future dangers.
Yes, I think you've seen this yourself. When you go to the Subrin River, I've cited that as an example, you realize that the entire river surface is covered with plastics. And then, some of these things will just end up in the oceans. And then in the ocean, the whales and then other aquatic organisms may swallow them and then eventually join into the food chains.
The EPA has begun engaging sachet water producers who, it says, are the major source of generating plastic waste. The engagement is to sensitize sachet water producers on how to properly dispose of or manage plastic waste they generate from their businesses.
We assembled all the people who are generating the plastic, the sachet water producers. We brought them here, and then we also managed to get a resource person from one of the EPA staff in Agosto, Anthony Aqua, who is well versed in plastic issues. He has been able to use the plastic waste to produce laundry baskets and then litter bins. So we brought him down for him to train the people on how to use the plastic waste to produce some of these things. So this is the mandate of EPA to ensure that the environment is safe.
The EPA has also introduced interventions to turn these plastic waste into recyclable products.
This plastic, I've been using sachet waters in the house, so I realized that for me to dump it into the environment, there's something I can do with it. That is how come I started. I started in 2019, yes, with some samples, and currently I realized that if I keep mine, I can use it. So for me to be able to do this, I started coming up with this. First, I was using dustbins. I realized that the dustbins it's not strong enough, so let me change it and do something else. That's why I got into the flower pots and using metals to support. And I'm thinking that because of our current state, our recycling is poor. So it's difficult to get a lot of items, for example, the waste product.
The sachet water producers lauded the EPA's initiative and pledged to help manage plastic waste effectively.
Our attention to a whole lot of things, especially the fact that some of us didn't know the impact on the waste that we are introducing into the system. So now we will find proactive ways to ensure that whatever goes out, even if we don't get all, we try to get as much as we can.
There are so many things that we had not thought about it, but they have revealed it to us. They brought in some people to come and show us what they have been able to use their plastics for, so that we are now going to look at it from this perspective that if we cannot even use it, we can engage people to use it so that they can do things like the dustbin, the flower pots out of our waste.
The officials also called on the public to play a role in ensuring environmental safety. The Environmental Protection Agency has emphasized the need for more public education to address plastic waste menace in the country. Hafiz Tijani, ChannelOne News, Kumasi, Ashanti region.